Hello students, welcome back to the programming reference point. In this video, we are going to start with tuples. In this video, we are going to cover the topic introduction of tuple, creating and accessing tuples and tuple operation. Before I start my video, I request you, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. So let's start. A tuple is a data type of Python that can store a sequence of values belonging to any data type. The tuples are represented through round brackets. Let's see how we can declare a tuple. Let's say T is equals to within the round brackets 101, 102, 103, 104. Like this we can create a tuple. This is also a sequence data type and here the elements are identified by index. Now let's see how we can create tuples. Well, tuples can be created in various ways. The first way to create a tuple, we can create empty tuple using the tuple function or the constructor. It will create an empty tuple. Single element tuple, we can create a single element tuple. Make sure the element should be written within the round brackets or comma. It is equivalent to this statement also. You may write it like this also. Both are the same. When you will execute, you will see that the T2 contains what? 4 as a single element like this only. Nested tuples means tuples inside tuples. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4 is a nested tuple. Here we are having only 3 items. 1, 2 and 3, 4 as a tuple. From a sequence also we can create a tuple. Just like a string is there, which is a sequence. So it is passed in the tuple function and if we see the content of the T1, it has got converted into tuple. Similarly, we can pass a list also. Let's say this is the list. In the tuple, if we pass the list, the elements of the list will become the elements of the tuple also. A list can also be used, a tuple can also be created from a list. Now let us see accessing tuples. For understanding accessing tuples, we have to understand the indexing. This is what the tuple T1 elements are 101, 102, 103, 104, 105 and 106. This is what the representation of the index of the tuple. There are two kinds of indexing. One is positive indexing, also known as forward indexing. Another is what negative indexing, also known as backward indexing. Let's talk about the forward indexing. It is quite similar with the arrays. The first element will have the index as the 0. Likewise, it will keep on moving. The second element will have the index of 1. Third element will have the index of second like this, and the last element will have what? Which index? That is what the total length minus 1. So how many elements are there? Altogether there are 6 elements and the last index is what? 6 minus 1. So last index will always have length of the tuple minus 1. So this is what the forward indexing. Let's talk about the backward indexing. Here the last element is indexed as a minus 1. Likewise 105, which is the fourth element, it is having what? Second minus 2 index. Third element will have minus 3 and which is at the second index according to the positive index, it is what? The minus 4. And the first index element according to the negative index, it will be minus 5, and 0th index element according to the negative indexing, it will be minus 6. So this is what the backward indexing. Okay, so if you go to the forward indexing, this is what the positive index, and now if you go to the backward indexing, it will go from -1 to till the -6, or it can be more than that. In this example, we have taken 6 elements, that's why it is coming to the 6 elements. If you take more than 6, let's say 7 or 8, so last element will be according to the length of the tuple. Now let us understand with some of the examples. Here we have created a tuple name as vowel. A, E, I, O, U. Let's do the indexing. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is what the positive indexing. Let's do the negative indexing. -1, -2, -3, -4, and this one is what? -5. So this is what the negative or the backward indexing. Now let's see what will be the value of the vowel 0. The value of the vowel 0 will be A. Value of vowel -1 will be U. Now let's see vowels -5 plus 6. So -5 plus 6 will give +1. Therefore, the answer will be E. So in this way, we can access the elements of tuple using index. Now let us see how the tuples are similar to the list. The tuples are similar to the list in the following ways. We can use the length function to calculate the length of the tuples. Indexing and slicing. Just now we have seen the indexing, and when indexing is there, slicing is also there. Membership operators, that means we can use in and not in operators. Concatenation and the replication operator, that means we can use the plus operator as well as the asterisk operator, as we have done in case of the string as well as in case of the list. Now let's see traversing a tuple. Let's say we have taken a tuple T1, values are 101, 102, 3, 4 and 5. So we want to traverse it. Let's take a for loop. For I in T1, print I. So it will give you the output as 101, 102, 103, 104, 105. This is the one way I is going to access each and every element of the tuple. Another syntax using the index I in range. So we have to start from 0. Let's consider that we are going to use the positive indexing and length of the tuple. So here we are going to access the tuple. It will also give you the same output, but here we are accessing the tuple using the index. So both the ways are possible to access the elements of a tuple. Now let's see the tuple operations. Joining tuples, that means we can use the concatenate plus sign. Here we have taken tuple 1, 1, 2, 3, tuple 2, 6, 7, 8. If we join them, we will get this output where the T1, so T2 is added with the T1. Replicating tuples, that means repetition. Let us see. T1 into 3. So T1, the content, the elements of the T1 will be repeated for 3 times. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now let us see the slicing of the tuples. For the slicing of the tuples, again we have to recall the concept of the indexing. Let me write down both the positive and the negative index. So these are what the positive index, and at the top I have written the negative index. Tuple 3, 2, minus 3. That means this is what the 3, and minus 3 means 6. That means third index, fourth index and the fifth index element will be displayed. That is 20, 22, 24, and these elements only are displayed. Now let us see the next. Here tuple 2, 5 is written. 2, 5 means 2, 3, 4, that is 5, 7, 8, plus a new tuple is to be added, that is what the 3, 4. So the output will be 5, 7, 8, along with that 3, 4 will be added. So in this video, we have discussed about the tuples. First, introduction of the tuples, creating and accessing tuples, and tuple operations. So we have reached to the end of the video. Students, if you have any doubt, please do write down into the comment box, and please keep on watching the programming reference point. Thank you students for your patience.